How is it going? Just your average schmo back here in this warm room once again. I saw I've gotten a fan up here. Yeah. One of these days I will actually think to do that before I start the video. But I'm not going to make any promises on that. Hope everybody's had a wonderful day. Today is June 17th. It is Tuesday. I had actually a rather easy day at work today. I got up and went out. I wasn't scheduled actually in the restaurant at all, so I'm normally not on Tuesdays right now until we get into fall, when I don't have to worry about landscaping or power washing anymore, that really outside stuff. Then I'll be working in the kitchen at our Troy location. The Troy Burger King is where I work. A lot of people crack on fast food, but let me tell you something. It's because of fast food that I have this house that'll be paid off in 2 years. It's because of fast food I was able to buy a 2013 Dodge Dart. It only had 48,000 miles on it. Can you believe that? It's amazing. Great car. Haven't had any issues. I mean, I had to put a new battery in it. That's literally it. That's the only thing I've had to do so far. But yeah, I mean, everything I have to owe because I worked in fast food. I'm a firm believer that you shouldn't knock any job, especially when there's people out there that just take advantage of the system and they just don't want to work. You can get anywhere in life at any job if you're willing to put in the effort and the work. So I make decent money working in fast food, working in a restaurant, and doing maintenance. And I'm proud of that. It's exhausting at times, but it's a job. It's a living. And it allows me to live a pretty decent life. So I'm not going to complain. But yeah, so I don't work inside on Tuesdays. So I got up early this morning and came in and did our truck order. I put our truck order in twice a week, and then the time we get it delivered twice a week, I put it away, which is a very good workout in and of itself. But then I went to one of my coworkers. She don't work actually at the restaurant I work. She's one of the higher ups at within the business. She handles a lot of paperwork and payroll and stuff like that. But I clocked in and I went over to do her favor and power washed her back walk and her front sidewalk and porch and stuff. So it was pretty easy. It was still warm out though. Man, this was like 9:30 in the morning. It was just so muggy. The humidity. It's unbearable. But that's Ohio for you. This weekend coming up, it's going to be like 90 some degrees with a heat index close to 100. Thankfully, I don't have to work. I think I'm going to set up the screen outside. Maybe get me maybe get me some Corona and lime. You got to have lime if you're going to have Corona. And just sit out back and play some video games or watch a movie or something on the outside screen. Maybe turn on the fire pit, not necessarily for warmth or anything like that, because it'll be nice out. It'll be really nice. Even once the sun goes down, it's probably going to be up in the mid 70s. And I'm just going to relax outside. So that's my plan for this weekend. Hopefully you have some great plans for the weekend, whatever weekend's coming up. By the time you're watching this video, it might be past the weekend I'm talking about. But have a good one, no matter what. Let's open up another pack of Donruss. Donruss. You're always looking for... See, I didn't really look into it. I talked to somebody the other day, and they were saying they weren't sure whether you could actually pull downtowns out of these packs. There's Bomb Squad. I mean, a Bomb Squad pink laser numbered to 50 wouldn't be a bad pull. Of course, any of the signature ones would be good. Playmakers, fadeaway. Yeah, I don't see downtowns listed on here, so maybe I've been wasting my time. At least not wasting my time as far as opening cards and trying to get some good pulls out, but wasting my time as far as looking for downtowns in these packs. Maybe I need to go to blaster boxes, or even just stick with like maybe getting some optic, Donruss optic, because I know for sure they have downtowns in them. But anyway, here we go. Some basketball. Of course, we'll have a lot of base. We should have some rated rookies in here. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit of color. One or two good cards pulled out. Maybe something numbered. That'd be great. An autograph would be amazing. Chet Holmgren. Franz Wagner. Marvin Bagley III. Kyle Lowry. Ivica Zubac, I guess. DeAndre Hunter. Desmond Bain. Jeremy Grant. Jordan Clarkson. I've actually heard of his name before. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of basketball, so a lot of these players I don't really know. There'll be a few that I know and I've actually seen. A lot of them I've never seen, never heard the name. And then there'll be a few that I recognize the name, but I've never actually seen them play. Austin Reeves. Cason Wallace. If I had more hours in a day, I'd probably actually watch more sports. But I don't. I work all the time. Naz Reid. Alright, rated rookie. Alexander Sarr for the Wizards. Rated rookie Isaiah Collier for the... Who's he play for? The Utah Jazz. Rated rookie for Jonathan Magbo for the Toronto Raptors. Alright, we're going to pull the... Let's see the other base. Let's pull the other base off the bottom. We'll go through those first. Brandon Podziemski. Aaron Gordon. Jaden McDaniels. I've heard of him. Trae Young, I've heard of. Jarrett Allen. Drew Holiday, I have heard of. Bilal Coulibaly. Never heard of him. Lauri Markkanen. Or Lowry. Keontae George. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. I've heard of him. Jaren Jackson Jr. That is a lot of J's. Alright, rated rookie for Kyle Filipowski for the Utah Jazz. Alright, so we got 3 cards here. 2 of them are flipped over. And then we have an insert in the middle. First one we have is for Herbert Jones. And we've got one of those, whatever they call them. I'll have to look on a pack. It's probably like Sunburst or something like that. Alright, the insert we have is the Pass the Rock insert for Luka Doncic. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. I'm sure I've heard it pronounced by the announcers because I've seen him play, but did it stick with me? Obviously not. And the last card we have is for Tidjane Saloon from the Hornets, rated rookie, and is one of those bursts. So yeah, so no big pulls out of there. Honestly, the biggest thing is probably the Luka insert. Honestly, unless one of those rookies is a big name that I'm not aware of, which is completely possible. But all the base, we'll throw down in the box down here. So there we go. Let's see if I can see what those are called. What are those called? Green lasers. Is that probably what they're called? Just hollow green laser? Yeah. Yep. I don't know why I didn't think of laser, but oh well. Throw those away. Well, what'd you think? Well, how good of a pack was that? Did you recognize any of those players as far as rookies that I should be a little more aware of? Let me know down below. And what's the weather like where you're at? Is it hot and muggy? Because it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't the humidity. The humidity wasn't bad. That's why, people always talk about like Texas and Arizona, how it gets so hot, 100 degrees. But they can bear with it easier because they don't have that humidity that we get up here. At least from what I remember, they don't. Because I wasn't only in Texas for very long. It was only like a few hours, honestly. When my brother, many years ago, when he got married, the wedding was out in Seattle. And I think on the way there, obviously me and my parents went. And on the way there, we had a layover in Chicago. Chicago Hare, I think, is the name of the airport, right? And then from there to Seattle. And then coming back, we went through from Seattle to Dallas, Fort Worth, and then from there back into Dayton International Airport. And I remember Texas, the weather was great. I mean, it was warm, but you didn't really notice it because there wasn't that clammy feeling of humidity just hanging in the air. So I might be going to Texas sometime. Actually, maybe sightsee a little bit. But will I ever have time to do that? No, unless I win the lottery, which isn't likely because I rarely buy a ticket anymore. They raised the prices. I think they're like $4 or $5 a ticket now. Now, granted, the trade-off would still be good. Even if you only hit like 4 numbers and say the Mega Ball or the Powerball on the Powerball ticket, I mean, it'd be worth it. But, I don't know. I just don't have the allure to do it as much with them at that price as I did when they were only like $2. So, I bought a couple scratch-off tickets today. I bought 3 scratch-off tickets. 2 $1 ones and a $2 one. So I spent $4. One of them was a winner for $2. So, I got half of what I paid back. So. All right, well that is it. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell your neighbors, tell your friends. More the merrier. Next up, I'm going to open up a box of Panini Select 2023 baseball. It was on sale for $16, so that's what I'm doing now. Whenever I have a little extra money that I can buy cards, I'm going to the Walmart here in my town because they still carry cards, and just pick up either some hanger packs or something they have on sale. That way, if I don't pull out anything, blockbuster, it's not that bad. The sting is a little bit less. Well, as always, look out for yourself and everyone around you so you have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. And until the next time, take it easy. See ya.